in Get Carter is, of course, this music composed by Roy Budd. Roy Budd was a jazz piano prodigy. Interesting guy. His wife was a woman called Caterina Valenti, who was the first real sort of European pop star, Italian. Roy Budd's theme is interesting in that it doesn't use conventional percussion, it uses tabla, played by a wonderful session drummer called Chris Caron, who I think is still alive. The rest of the Roy Budd trio, including Roy Budd himself, are no longer with us. And Roy Budd never really lived to see the incredible impact that his music would have. It was really Mike Hodges who got him to really extract the very basic sort of electronic, almost neo-industrial notes in the theme, and the rest of the score is well worth listening to. In fact, I can never get on a train and arrive in Newcastle from wherever I've come without this music in the background in my ears. Such is the impact. Of course, a lot of Roy Budd wrote a lot of film music. He also wrote an original score for The Phantom of the Opera, The Lon Chaney Silent. He also wrote music for films, a Richard Roundtree movie called Diamonds, and a lot of his work today, as with many composers, is sampled by other DJs. But of course, he died, I think, 40s, early 50s, I think from cerebral hemorrhage. He never saw the impact of the legacy that he would leave. Now we are heading to a location from Get Carter that still exists. It's the location of what was known as the Las Vegas Guest House in Coburg Street here on the left. Why was it called Las Vegas? Well, Mike Hodges basically rewrote Ted Lewis's original novel. He took out the first person narrative and he researched local crimes. He researched the Anchor Civic murders up here, and I think he visited La Dolce Vita a few times as well. So he really saw Newcastle and the northeast really as the Vegas of England, and that's why the boarding house is called the Las Vegas Guest House. Of course, we all remember the landlady who says to Carter, "If you're the travelling salesman on Bloody Twiggy." Now, there is a very, very famous sequence in this. It's probably the first ever. It's the first ever appearance of telephone sex in British cinema, where he makes a call to Britt Ekland, and all the while that he's speaking to her on the phone, the landlady is rocking back and forth on her rocking chair, increasingly fast as the conversation proceeds. Oh boy, here we go. Would you believe that rocking chair only disappeared from this premises last year? There's a gentleman who lives next door, or a door up, who had frequent conversations with Kane during the film, because he kept... Don't be alarmed, it will not harm you. It's only the butterfly of love. Now look, we're going to a lot of trouble here, so I want everybody to look to their left in a minute.
Oh, yes, there's all the men looking at you. Looking for number 25. Number 25. And the number we're looking
looking for, ladies and gentlemen? Eyes down, please. For number 25. That is the site of the original Vegas guest house. And also, some of the original light fittings are still in there as well. I don't wish to disappoint anybody, but I won't be reproducing the naked shotgun scene in the garden. That's a much more expensive ticket. I am told by one of the people living down here that he was actually wearing a body stocking. He wasn't stark naked.
27. Let's go up the door, get him to come and see.